Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Coach Oak Show on Coach Oak TV. You are here with the head coach of the Ikedams and Roar, Coach Oak himself. This was PCBL week 8 against TangelaBoots's. Troy, who's also, in charge of PCBL, so thank you very much, Boots. I appreciate greatly that A, you made the league, B, that you ran it this long, and C, that you let me in. And D, that you battled me. That's, things to be appreciative of. I'm going to be honest, this was almost a week ago at this point, I think. I have not looked back. I don't really remember what happened. I'm not even entirely sure who won. I think I remember, but I'm not entirely sure. So yeah, we're kind of going to get my reactions to this as we go. Sorry that this has been delayed. Life, things, and stuff. And after I'm recording this, which is currently on Saturday in the afternoon, it's probably going to be another couple days because internet stuff and life, and yeah, Coach Oak TV is having some technical and life difficulties. But anyways, nothing like majorly bad's happening, just stuff that's making it hard to record videos and getting them up because of stuff that we don't need to get into. Nothing major has happened bad or anything. Don't worry about that. Just recording is a challenge right now because technology and living arrangements and stuff. Yeah. Anyways, I lead with Ferrothorn. It looks like that's a lead I do with things. Even though he has a defogger, a magic bouncer. I'm assuming that's Mega Dancy, if I remember. Anyways, but we do get the Akoa, and he has defog Scizor. He has so much clearing here. But I do get a layer of spikes, which is helpful, I guess. Scizor, Mamo, and dancing? Kind of Shaman, not so much. And I'm going to switch into Hydreigon to take the Bar Fire. That makes sense. That's a move. That's a move. That's a thing. Thing and stuff. We are going to U-turn out. This was Scarf Hydreigon, so and I believe it was Jolly, so I was fully expecting to be able to outspeed, and even if it was scarfed in, it didn't matter because Hidden Power Fire didn't do that much. If he wasn't, I get, good chip, and I'm scouting for the Dazzling Gleam, which I was fully expecting, hence why, I went into Ferrothorn. Now I'm going to go out into something I can kind of take both, kind of, being Meanoqueen, which does take the Hidden Power Fire pretty well. And would take a Dazzling Gleam if he went for like Grass move there, predicting a switch would have been probably pretty bad. And now I'm gonna go for something. I go for Poison Tip? Fire Punch. Fire Punch in case he wanted to go into the Scizor, it would have still done enough to Shaman. And it did a good chunk there. I believe, actually, now that I'm thinking about that, that's probably not thick fat damage, the way that got off. Well, I don't know. I don't know for sure on that. That's just me thinking. I'm going to switch Ferrothorn in. At this point, Ferrothorn is the least useful thing on the team. Yes, a good job brought to Ansi, but it probably isn't Bar Fire, and his Oko is gone. So, it got a layer of spikes. Maybe they'll stay up. But it kind of ended up sagged off, which is unfortunate. But now, I do kind of expect this to be Scarf Mamo, especially because he did switch out here. Or not because... That doesn't make sense. But anyways, either way. So I go for the Drain Punch, which I should have gone for the Zen Headbutt, but I did go for the Drain Punch. He goes into Rotom, which was a smart play. I do need to get out now. I don't want him burning me, don't want him paralyzing me, and, stuff like that. He's going to Volt Switch instead, which makes sense. Take the momentum. Looks like my internet went out. He goes into Diancie. I am going to... He's going to double out as I Flash Cannon, or U-turn maybe? I think I had Flash Cannon. I think I had Flamethrower, Flash Cannon, Dark Pulse, and U-turn. Anyway, a U-turn. So got some momentum. I think expecting him to switch out because he'd seen it with Scarf. Knows it does get Flash Cannon. So I'm going in here knowing I can Fire Punch, which I believe I do in the end. As he goes into Latias, which was what this was intended to check. So I do have the Psychic Berry here with the Crunch. With the Fire Punch, I think I found out from the Fire Punch damage it couldn't kill, but it was going to do a lot, or in the lefties going back. I think maybe the combination, I'm not sure. But he goes for the Ice Beam, which does way more than I want, because I was expecting Psychic move. And I'm going to bring out the Crunch, which will get the crit, which did matter. If I remember, it would have done 80-ish, maybe? Something like that. Sorry if that's wrong. And then we are going to have the Mammo come in, take a little more spikes. So the spikes have added up on this Mammo, but I am going to let the Meanoqueen go down. In case I was faster. I wasn't that fast, though, so I was pretty bulky. I would have had to revenge with Hydreigon if Latios had killed. So he does go in here. I assumed he was Scarf, and I was a faster Scarf and could take him out. Or U-turn out, I guess, is the play, I think. But I could have taken him out, but I think I decided thinking he would leave. So the Azure came out, which was not friendly. But thankfully I live. So I do go into Coco at this range. Power Fire, I believe, did kill the Mammo from here. Which I believe is what I go for. Yes. So that was Power Fire. Obviously for the Scissor, but when it killed. So I was kind of covering switches there a little bit. Rotom is a good switch as well. But I believe I U-turn now. Full switch. No, U-turn. Full switch. I don't run U-turn Coco that often, to be honest. I'm gonna go into that Hydreigon. Expecting a burn here. He does Pain Split, which worked out well. I think I was expecting Will-O-Wisp. But yeah, just it couldn't do that much. Worst thing could have done was Paralyze, which if he had gone for that on the Coco, good for him. So I go for the Dark Pulse. He is going to leave this in, sack it off the Rotom. So I am Scarfed into Dark Pulse. The only resist is Scizor, I think. But he does, of course, have the Ice Shard, you know, things like that. He is going to go into Mega Dance. He's going to try to set up and win right here. If I remember, did he set up? So I'm kind of just going for flinch here at this point. Trying to sack the Hydreigon. Because he does have, he Earth Powers into the Levitate. Think I would save it. Because of the Ice Shard and what I assume would be Bullet Punch on the Scizor, I wasn't too worried about it at this point. Hydreigon, kind of going for flinch a little bit too, just damage. Just get some damage. Coco is faster. I do have Bullet Punch on the Mega Medicham as well. Although she could be faster, so I wasn't too worried. Kind of just sacking off the Hydreigon. Get a little bit of damage. And I believe now I'm going to go into Mega Medicham. No, I'm going to go into Coco. And Volt Switch. Yes, which is going to kill the Mega Diancie. Now I'm going to go into Mega Medicham. I think. Or should I go Lucha? No, I went Medicham. Yeah, so I went into Mega Medicham. Medicham? Medicham. There we go. And I am going to click Drain Punch. Ice Punch. I had Ice Punch. So I killed the Shaman with the Ice Punch, which was a speed tie, which, depending on how strong his power, like I don't know if it was Banded Scizor, plus the Ice Shard, might have made a difference, because it probably would have clicked Dazzling Gleam or Psychic, but either way, I'm going to Bullet Punch the Mammo, and it's going to go down. And now the Scizor is going to come. And we're going to Drain Punch that and get a crit, which did matter. I think he could have doubled in this, so I think it would have been a differential point. Even Banded. Yeah, there was a bit of... Yeah, I think I still would have won, but there's some debate with the two crits. But yeah, so we talked for a bit. Like, yeah. He wasn't super salty, but he could potentially have made a difference. So that's unfortunate, but, you know, Mons. But Mega Medicham does end up picking up the final 3 kills, which is nice for it on the leaderboard. It is in second. Coco picked up 1, 2, just the 1. Just the 1, which isn't going to help it, but it is on the leaderboard as well. But most importantly, we picked up a big win here to move us to something. I don't remember our records. I'm not going to lie. But I know we are in the playoff hunt. This is a very big win for the playoff hunt because I believe whoever won this battle was currently in playoffs. Now we have 4 weeks remaining, and the other one was just outside of playoffs, if I'm remembering correctly. So we will see how that all shakes down. There's still a lot of season to play. 4 weeks left. We need some couple big wins. Mega Medicham and Tapu Koko have been very, very fun. We did make a transaction as well, just to make sure I do remember that. We have dropped Linoon. I know. The High Noon Deli, it is past high noon. It's time for the High Noon Deli to close for the day. For a Alolan Raichu. Just to lean into the electric terrain a little bit more. I did like Linoon, brought a different type, brought strong priority. But I did want to try out Alolan Raichu. It was 2 that I debated very, very heavily with my last draft pick, and I thought at this point in the season, and I had Linoon in UPC as well, I was kind of, I've used Linoon, let's try something else here. So no, there's no big, doing this for this. Yes, Alolan Raichu works well on this team, but if in Tier 5 I would have taken 100% in the draft. It is Tier 4 here because, teams with Coco. And it does do some good things. This team does kind of tell you you have to stop Fairy, you have to stop Fighting, and you have to stop Electric, and you have to stop Psychic, Fighting, Fairy, and Flying are all kind of big on my team. You kind of have to figure out a way to stop because I have multiple of both of them that can all be threats. So I got Slurpuff and Coco. Got Coco, Alolan Raichu, Mega Medicham, and Hawlucha. That all kind of say, stop me. Which is kind of nice. In a sense, if they do stop it, you could be in trouble, but it's kind of fun. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this battle. I'm sorry this is not my best. I'm sorry this is super late, but we will be back eventually in our routine, probably, maybe, sort of. But either way, have a great day because Coach Oak said so, and I will see you all next time.